Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am highly thankful to UKPNP for organizing such an event. And again, it's an opportunity for us to express ourselves and try to raise the voices and concerns of our people at such an important forum. The title of today's conference is Freedom of Expression, Press and Association. Unfortunately, in Balochistan, there's no press. Nobody can speak against the state version. The ones who tried, they have been eliminated. One of our professor, Sabah Dashtari, he was a professor. He has written approximately 100 books. When he started expressing himself, he was eliminated at front of university gate. Then journalist Haji Razak, he was working in a newspaper that's called Tawar, and he was eliminated in front of his office at Karachi. Then there are many other Baloch people who try to only express themselves either by writing something in social media. So if our kids, they have a camera or they are using, taking pictures with the mobile, using social media, their lives are under threat. There, in Balochistan, it is hard for anybody to picture something and then present it or share it to the social media. The day, they start videoing or taking pictures, particularly where, the rights of the people has been abused, so such thing is not allowed. Our mothers, sisters, fathers, they are protesting daily at front of Quetta Press Club. Our females with Mama Kadir, they marched from Quetta to Karachi and then to Islamabad. Pakistani media, they did not even give this news that there is a protest, that there are people who are crying, there are people who are marching on the streets. No, nothing is allowed. And I myself know from UK, from France, there are journalists, they were trying to go to Balochistan, but they were not allowed. And one of them, she went to Karachi, and later on she was not allowed to enter to Balochistan. So that's why many international organizations have reported this thing, that Balochistan is a media blackout region. And secondly, with respect to the freedom of expression, we know how the state treats those whom state considered as not good Muslims. Even Fazlur Rahman has stated this thing in the parliament that Baloch are not good Muslims, we have to make them. Our Shia community at Quetta, they are called Hazara. They, approximately every month we receive some news that Hazara community have been attacked. They bomb their vehicles. And in the same way, they have bombed our Zikri community. Their pilgrimages, while they were moving from different parts of Balochistan to Turbat Makan area, where they offer their annual prayers, so they have been attacked. Their buses have been bombed. Because Pakistan thinks that this state is under a cover of only two things. One is religion and second is army. They think if any one of them, we reveal, then there is a collapse of that state. So this sort of tribalization, which we are seeing over there, now this Lashkar-e-Taiba chief, Hafiz Saeed, we have seen him, he has came to Quetta as a state guest, he has visited Sibbi as a state guest. when there was earthquake back in 2018 in Awaran, our people were not allowed to help each other. Nobody was allowed, neither a Baloch politician nor a Baloch civil society representative nor any other Baloch NGO. Nobody was allowed. But Jamaatul Dawa was there, not personally, but with their banners and all these things were there, to showing these people that these religious organizations are the only one who work for humanity, and they were knowing this thing. There are Baloch Zikri community over here, so they tried to convert them to Islam. And Mastung region, which is very close to Quetta, there are hideouts and there are training camps of religious terrorist organizations, and in Quetta, international organizations, they relieved this news that the headquarters of that Shura Council is based at Quetta. But later on, we were expecting that the international community will do something, but no, they did not did anything. Mullah Mansoor, the chief of Taliban, he was attacked and killed in Quetta, in Balochistan, in a very remote area. So it means that they have penetrated deeply inside the Balochistan, deeply to the Makran region, to those regions where they think that this region Balochs are not Muslims. So they have made their hideouts over there. They are funding the funding of a madrasa is 400 times more than the funding of a school. So government officially, if you want to build a school, for example, you need 100 rupees, so government gives you a grant of 100 rupees. But if you are building a madrasa, government will help you 400 times more than that. We have seen pamphlets through helicopters they have distributed to different regions. Our females, when they, historically we have bazaars at Panjgur area where females were the vendors, but they were threatened, and then we saw that there was acid attacks on our females, particularly to working women, to school teachers, and then those schools where there was co-education, we received pamphlets, threats, attacks on those schools because they say this is a Western style education is not allowed. So they threatened those teachers and then attacked those schools, even burned some schools in Balochistan at different parts, particularly to Kashmir area. Then a Baloch, a very young Baloch Zahid, he belongs to Gawada area. He went to USA, he did his master's over there, and then he came back to serve his own people. There he opened a school in Gawada. He was killed, in front of his school. Nobody has been apprehended till date. All these things are being done with impunity, and when the state, gives impunity to such sort of people, it means that that this is some sort of crime against the humanity which they are doing it. Now, this is the responsibility of United Nations and her bodies to investigate some such sort of activities which are being done over there. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your patience. Patience for hearing me, and thank you for your invitation.